Awkwardnauts. It's Friday night as I film this, and as I'm not dressed like I'm gonna go out to a ball, I am getting dressed to go out dancing tonight. So I figured this would kind of count for the theme because I'm dressing to the nines as required by a dance club for country music. So, you know, kind of, it works. First things first, gotta get those pearly whites whiter since they're not so pearly white anymore. So the book I just held up was actually the book I finished today. It's Under the Never Sky by Victoria Rossi. So good. It's actually the reason why I'm getting ready so late, because to get in free to the club you gotta be there by 9 o'clock and it is 8:17, so I've got about 15 minutes to get ready. I also suck at being a girl, so if you want to correct my technique on straightening my hair, you may, or just, you know, keep your mouth shut, because this works for me and I don't actually do it very often because I don't really care. Also, I was going to do my hair in like wavy curly things that I saw on YouTube, but I just don't have time. So straight is going to be it, and then I'll probably get all sweaty and gross at the club and put it back in a Katniss braid because it's like my ultimate go-to style. Anyways, I figured I would let you in on Under the Never Sky. It's a nice dystopian novel, and you don't really know for sure like where it's set. It's probably about 300 years into the future, and we've basically destroyed our planet to the point of there's this like energy in the skies now. It like causes crazy storms and makes the outside world unlivable, so people go into these pods and escape into virtual space. They have this little eyepiece that takes them into the realms, which would be like a virtual hangout, and that's how they live their lives. They don't actually leave the pod at all. The only part of the society that Arya comes from that works is the minority, of course, because, and also the brilliant. So if you're power hungry, then you're probably running the place, and if you're really smart, you're probably a scientist discovering different ways of making life better. So this is the world that Arya has been growing up in, and then she does something, which I'm not going to tell you, that gets her kicked out and thrown out into the outside world, where she meets an outsider, also known as a savage. But, of course, he's not savage, as we learn from the book. And the book is told from the outsider's point of view. His name is Peregrine, or Perry, and Arya, and so it switches their point of view every few chapters or so, whichever, basically the author did it so whichever person can tell the story better. She did, which was awesome, because then it felt like there's constantly something happening. It was a little bit tricky to get into because she doesn't get kicked out of her society for right away. She actually does the thing to get kicked out while you're reading it, so, which is important towards later bits. But yeah, it's really good. I encourage you to read it should you like dystopian romance. But it's not like, the romance drives it, yes, like it is about a couple and they're opposites, so like it's like a Romeo and Juliet dystopian story between them, but like the larger picture is also very good, and I thought it was a very interesting take on dystopian society because it's about mutations and evolution and whether or not, if something drastic happens to us in a post-apocalyptic kind of sense, like how are we going to adapt to survive? And this depicts like the different ways that people have adapted to survive the planet, since it's the Never Sky that could either be pretty and Aurora Borealis looking like, or it could, you know, unleash a terrible storm that scorches everyone. So that's what the book is about. So I moved to the downstairs bathroom because I couldn't be bothered to go down and get my mascara and bring it back upstairs. So here's my kind of makeup. Don't really care too much, but enough to go to the club look. I'm also wearing a nice tank. Have a belt buckle, a definite cowboy belt buckle, jeans, and my cowboy boots. So yeah, I'm pretty ready, and I have to do a Vita. Oh yeah, I'm doing Vita, or Veda, or whatever you call it. I hope you guys all are well. Thanks for doing all your videos except for me this week. Good times. And, I'll see you on Monday, Lauren. DFTBA. I'm holding the camera with the other hand, so this is like